to get started with this yoga how-to, we're going to start on the ground, kind of in a position with your legs crossed, or really however feels the most comfortable for you. That's kind of the great part about yoga that I've learned over the past couple weeks is it's you can adapt to any need, disability, maybe any special variation you need to do. Maybe if you have like back problems, leg problems, it works in all different ways. So you could sit legs out, you could prop yourself up a little, but it's really just to start connecting with the ground a little bit and connecting with your body. And we'll go through a couple positions that are pretty key that I've found. I've noticed them a lot in just the various classes and the videos I've followed along with on YouTube with some of the yoga instructors. It seems to be like a common thread between all of them, that these are some of the biggest ones. And I'm also going to do a couple that I like personally, just given my own physical, ailments, for lack of a better term, but things that help me out. Yoga in general, I've found, they've said, is very much about just connecting with yourself and kind of finding that not only your peace, but also your mind-body connection, kind of really getting in tune with all of your muscles and nerves and everything just throughout the motions. So from this, we're going to start in one of the poses I've seen a lot. It's really great for opening up the hips. It's called child's pose. So you start with your knees about length of the mat, cross your feet together, come down, come forward, lengthening the spine, expanding the chest a little bit if you want, and it'll help just open those hips up and really just like loosen you up for the practice itself. So it comes here, bring it down, forehead to the mat, and just kind of sit there. And then the biggest key too with yoga is just having a consistent breath, kind of like an in and out, and just staying there for roughly 30 seconds to really feel the pose if you can. May not stay there that long for all of them, but just around that, kind of ballpark it, but just really feel connected. You can kind of feel your muscles stretch out, and so we'll go with that first. And like I said, if you can't do the full, there's variations. You can, spread your legs out a little bit if it helps, kind of reach different areas. And then from this, we'll go into a common one, downward dog. And this is a good example of one where you can kind of do a variation if you have blocks and you need yoga blocks to help. There's a lot of tools that are available that can help in the process to ease you into it as well. So this one will go with hands down to the mat and trying to lengthen your spine. You don't have to try and perfectly do it. That's another thing that was taught, is like, you don't have to be perfect. You just are trying to do the movement, connect to your body, what's unique about you. Everybody will be different, so you'll have a different connection. Really getting that lengthening of the spine, really expanding. So go here, walk your feet back, and then the key is just really get that straight spine variation as you're going down. Hold this for a little, and eventually, I'm not as advanced as some of the instructors or people you may see, but you can get to a place where you maybe have your feet flat on the ground as well, knees straight, but it's really about getting that spine length stacked over your hands. And then we're going to walk it up, come up. And one of the standing poses that I like that you can do to work on some balance, especially, I play sports a little still recreationally, so it kind of helps with that, is a little bit of a tree pose. So you can start staggered a little bit, out forward on the front hip, on the lead leg, kind of pick a point out in front of you to focus on. And you can start by just focusing straight out. You can bring your hands up. And you're really connecting with the earth, connecting with the ground, finding that point you want to go to. And this is part of the great thing about yoga with the variations, is if you want to be more advanced, you can do things like put your feet back, maybe T pose, kind of make that branch. You can grab your leg if you're feeling like it. all the various things, but you're really just connecting with the earth, connecting with your body, and at the same time finding that breath the whole way through. Don't bring it down, shake it out a little bit, kind of set to the other weight on the front foot, get a lean on it a little bit, and then again, if you need to balance, you can just go up a little. You can bring it up to the tree pose. You can kick it back for some other variations. That is the big key. One of my instructors told us throughout this process, she was saying the great thing about when she sees other people do variations if they need it is she learns something. So it's a constant evolving process that you can keep learning from. And you can bring it down. And I'm going to end with one or two more. One that I really like personally, it helps for my back, that I found, and it starts with laying down, and you're going to bring your knees up like here with laying flat back, and you're slowly going to bring it to the left side, and you just get a big release of pressure, and you can also just feel all those muscles stretching and contracting, and it's just a very big relief of any tension or pulled muscle or anything like that you have. And then still you're going to keep the breath, keep that back flat and the shoulders down. Just bring it up. Then you're going to the other side. Same thing, just kind of let that relaxation hit. Keeping the breath consistent. Come back to center. I'm going to bring it up for a second. And then to end, a lot of the sessions usually end in, if I believe it's pronounced, Shavasana, and it's going to be just kind of a flat back, laying down, but you're going to connect your hands to the earth. And a lot of the times, it's good. I've been doing a lot of sessions outdoors. It's kind of an aspect of the yoga is almost like a pseudo meditation as well, where you're really connecting not just with your body, but with your surroundings, being out in nature and stuff. And so this is usually a time where you lay back. I'll do a little truncated version for the sake of time, but you really just lay there, connect, focus on your breathing, focus on all your maybe pain points, maybe areas you felt got good stretching during the session, or you also listen to your surroundings if you're outdoors. Obviously, if we're inside right now, but you know it's good for that too. So you just come back flat onto the ground to the earth, kind of rest your hips and your back, and then find that breath. And close your eyes and just connect. A lot of the times the sessions will have, think about things you're grateful for, or think about your plans, things you're excited for, things that you want to change maybe in life. It's kind of a very personal moment to connect to. So and then after that, you could go for however long as you want. We've had a class where, we've done yoga for an hour, and you end with about 10 minutes of that just to really connect, find that Zen place. And but yeah, thank you for watching.